Alright guys, this is DJ Wolf Live. I gotta talk about this, man. You know, I just thought about something. Jada coming out and saying that her and Will been separated for 7 years means one thing. Everything her and Will has been doing for the last 7 years makes Will look like a total simp. Everything. From the Alcina mess all the way to the Chris Rock mess. He has been with her the whole time. But they've been separated, living separately. They play it off as actors, because that's what actors do. They pretend to be involved in something that they're not. That's what they get paid for, is to act. Because they were acting like something, like they were a very married couple that was still trying to hold it together when they really fell apart a long time ago. And the thing is, for me, is that Jada admitted she never loved Will. She didn't need him to, in so many words, she kind of was saying she didn't need him to satisfy her sexually. Grandmother told her, you don't need a man to satisfy you, can satisfy yourself. In so many words, that's what she was saying. She never was in them. She never wanted to be married. She said that he's very grandiose. But deep down, I think Will had a deep, strong love for her that she didn't feel as a woman towards him. She constantly talked about Tupac and even encouraged her daughter to write a letter to Tupac telling him, I wish you was back here with me and my mommy so we could be happy. Jada is a very self-destructive person. She is. How can you sit there and be married to the most bankable star, let alone black, the most bankable star in Hollywood, who's had nothing but blockbusters for decades, just to sit there and destroy his career off of one night? And I know people will say, well, it wasn't really Jada's fault. Will did it. Will did do it, but was his constant reaction to being under Jada's thumb? I'm not saying that he shouldn't be accountable. Of course he should. But then Jada sit there and let him take the fall for it altogether anyway. So it don't matter. Jada is somebody he should have never been involved with. He wasn't the kind of guy should have been involved with a woman like her. Never. The bad part about it, he left his first wife for her. I can't think of her name, but she's a gorgeous woman, and she don't talk about Will at all. She knows he's never badmouthed Will anytime, anywhere, ever. Never done it. You have never heard her say one bad thing about Will. Publicly. Other than he divorced her and really left her for Jada. That's really what happened. Will hasn't really said that, but everybody knows that's what happened. I just don't get it, man. It's a very sad state of affairs when you, as the most bankable star of Hollywood, left for being thrown around like a leftover from a woman who really got famous from you. Because she was a very well unknown. She was unknown. Jada Pinkett was an unknown actress in Hollywood when she got around there in the very early 90s. No one knew who she was. She was just a cast member on Different World. And you really didn't know her like that. But early on, you kind of question her anyway. She was very tomboyish and all that. And I get the fact that she was a cute chick. I get it. You can't deny her beauty. Well, some of us actually can, but I'm just saying. But the thing of it is, with her, is her ego. She talks about Will's, what she say is, his trying to be grandiose, but then she's the same way. She's just like Will in that matter. You know, kids are weird. About the two that they had together. You know, it's just a lot to them, man. It's just a lot to them, and it's really sad that this dynasty should be a lot better than what it is. You know, this could have been a great dynasty. You know, had they played the cards right. Had Jada been not so, well, I gotta one up Will, I gotta tell Will what to do, I gotta control the narrative on him, I gotta bring the reins on him, and all that stuff. Now, allegedly, and I'm gonna say allegedly, I'm gonna continue to say allegedly, he had an affair on Jada. Allegedly. There's nothing actually documenting that Will had an affair on Jada with anybody. That's number one. He has always publicly confessed his love for Jada. That's a fact. That's something he actually has done. Jada's never done that with Will. Not in the least. Now, she will publicly confess that he's into her, which he is. But you never actually really heard her say how much she's really into Will. She hasn't. She won't. No. It's really a shame. You know. Daggone shame, man. You know. And, you know, it's I don't feel enough people. I don't feel anything for either one. I feel for Will. I ain't lying. As much of a simp as he is, I do feel for him. Because I know people like that who've been in a relationship where they gave up their heart, man, and that woman just totally just, for lack of a better word, just shit on him. And that's just what she did. You know, I was in high school and I had a girlfriend who was kind of like that. With that, oh, grandiose, I'm all that, you ain't all that. I was, at the time I was working, she had a job working at a major hospital in Cleveland. And I was in high school, still trying to get my future going here. At the time, as a senior. We were both seniors when we met. And she kind of was like that with me, you know. But I broke it off with her real quick. You know, my dad school said, you know what? Let me help you out. Got me at a wedding, met this other girl. We hit it off like that. We started dating right behind that. Cut her off the next week. That's what you do. You know. But I didn't marry that. I married that chick. Thank God. I'm glad that. Because she had wanted me to marry her. I'm so glad I didn't do that. You know. But the thing of it is, you have to learn to, as a man, put your foot down. I've had to do it with my wife. You know, there's things that she wanted to do, and I was like, I'm adamant, I'm not doing it. It's not happening. I'm putting my foot down this shit. You know, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to go that route. You know, whether they like it or not, that's too bad, so sad they don't like it. You know, and it's really a shame that a guy of his stature never put his foot down with her. You know, he gave her too much freedom to do everything that she wanted to do. And she still disrespected him. No matter what he's done for her. You know, that makes no damn sense. You know, this is a guy who truly loves her to the bone, so to speak. You know, so it doesn't, you know, here we got women talking about, well, we got men that don't care about women. We got men that don't care about women, blah, blah, blah. And the very men that care about the woman is the very men that the women don't care about. You know, he's too nice. He does too much. That's one of the things that she complained about with the birthday party thing that he did for her. He's overdoing it. I mean, I will admit it is a bit grandiose if it's something she didn't want. You know, but you could tell Jada was annoyed by Will. She was annoyed by any and everything Will tried to do for her. She knows that. She could care less. I make my own money. I don't really need you. That's her that mentality. But she wouldn't be, none of the guys you were with was worth $400 million. Okay? And this was the guy on the come up. It's crazy. I'll never understand it, man. But it goes to show you, no matter how, you know, How the highs of the highs, the lowest of the lowest you are in a relationship with a woman, that woman gonna find something to disrespect you on. She gonna find some reason to say it ain't enough. What have you done for me lately? Which is the mentality in the hit song by Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? This ain't it. This ain't. You know, it ain't gonna matter how much you do. It's never gonna be enough. It's never gonna be enough. And it's sad. How can you never be enough if you're estimated $400 million actor? Really? That's your net worth. Not gross. That's your net. You know. I'm assuming. You know. But that's supposed to be his net worth. You know. How can that not be enough for you? Just saying. That's all I got, man. I got more to talk about in the back burner, and hopefully in the future, another future podcast, man. This situation is crazy. DJ Wolf, I'm out.